Section 13, Glass, Ceramics, and Plastics. Working with glass, drilling glass and ceramics, bending glass and pottery, plastics, special purpose glass. Cutting glass is a matter of confidence of the experience that you can gain both the practical the scrap and glass by trying cutting in a window to gauge that glass to size. You will need a glass cutter. Good one costs under $1 to cut a piece of glass with a straight edge along with a prop hose cut with hold it down firmly in one hand with the end glass cutter in the other. Make one continuous smooth stroke along the surface of the glass inside cutter. Press again with the straight edge of the object and score with the glass not to cut in through with it. You should be able to hear the cut and bit cutter bite into the glass as it moves along. Make sure the cut isn't continuous so that you have it not skipped any section. Grind going over the cut with a pour practice with the glass is secure. Break already at the point with a snap the glass immediately after the cutting it in place with the pencil under with the score line, pressing it into your hands on each side of the cut. Frosted the pattern glass should be cut. Smooth side of the wire and reinforced glass can be cut with the same ordinary glass, except that they will have the separate wire for the working with the two pieces up and down until the wire breaks and cutting the wires inside cutting pattern pliers. Cut narrow strips of large pieces of glass to score a line, then tap gently underneath the score line cutter to open it up an inch or so of the score line. New grafts of the glass on each side of the line. Gently snap the waste of piece off. Press downward away from the score mark. If the strip does not break off cleanly, nibble it off with pliers of the notches in the cutter. Slivers less than 1/2 inch wide are cut off by scoring the line and nibbling off the waste. Do not nibble without scoring the line first. Smooth off the edges of the glass intended for the shelving tabletops. The oil stone dipped in water. Rub the stone back and forth on the end of with the stone with a 45-degree angle to the glass. Rub the stone side only, not up and down. Measuring, always measure the width of the opening of the width in which for the glasses to fit in more than one piece. Windows are often not absolutely square. If the difference between the two measurements use a smaller than deduct 1/8 of an inch from the final result will allow the expansion and the contraction. Otherwise, glass may crack with the change of the weather. This is especially true with the seal case of the windows. See page 123 and 124 on how to install glass and wood sash steel casement windows. Bending glass tube. Glass tubing can be bent easily with the application of heat. If the torch for excessive heat, they actually melt the glass. The trick is bending the tube as applied with the heat slowly but gradually so that the glass has the chance to expand evenly. To make too much heat at once will inevitably crack the glass, just as too hot water poured into the glass cracks it. Wipe outside over the glass. Make certain that there is no moisture on the inside. It will crack. Wear goggles and gloves. Bending at short lengths of the tubing. Rotate the glass so that the heat is evenly distributed over its surface, keeping it moving in it from side to side. Adjust flame so that it has a lazy blue center. Drilling glass and ceramics, glass and pottery. Cutting holes in glass and ceramic ware sounds risky, but actually quite easy provided with the habit of the drill press. Actually, access one in a school or a shop. For this job, you will need an abrasive powder, silicone carbonide, crystalline, putty, a piece of pipe with some water. Support at the bottom of the work with a block of wood. Next, build a dam of putty around the area to be cut, and then place a teaspoon of the abrasive powder and some of the water with a dam area. Notch the pipe into the drill press. Turn the switch. Gently lower the tubing. Do not concern with the harsh rasping noise. It means that should be. Keep raising and lowering the pipe until let the mixture of the abrasive water flow through the ring being cut. Preparation and procedure. Preparation procedure. Before mending a china and glass, earthenware, stoneware, clean pieces thoroughly. Adhesive will not stick greasy or damp. Serve the select adhesive which will withstand conditions under which repaired item will be used. Epoxies provide strongest bonds, can be washed repeatedly in hot water. Cellulose-based adhesives can be limited washing. They harden fast, but they are not as strong as epoxies. Gas filling cements are used for filling chips and can also be used with adhesives. Before going in the item, rebuild it with an adhesive to see how the part fits together. Apply glue small pieces of the large ones. Allow adhesive holding one part harden before fixing another in place. Plastics, cuttings and fabricating rigid plastic pre-cut and drilled. Use woodwork tools. When saw plastic, use fine tooth blades. Drill plastic, low-speed support work on wood base to keep drill with the deforming plastic. When it penetrates the bend the plastic, heat lightly with a propane torch. Move the torch back and forth across the area with which you wish to bend, and then make the bend gently, forming over the wood block for the 90-degree bend over and out. If you wish to make the round corner, plastics can be joined by gluing and adhesive recommended with the manufacturer. Alternative joining method, use right-angle aluminum channel for corner joints. Fixing a storm window, fixing a shower door. Special purpose glass, making ground glass. Ground glass is used for glazing windows. Privacy is desired. Ground glass windows are in basement or attic. Disperse light so that the greater area is so softly illuminated. You need to make your own ground glass. Is a few ounce silicone carbide and the abrasive powder that comes grades for the coarse, the extra fine. The finer the grit, the more translucent the glass will appear for the job that's done with the fire. For grinding process, you will need glass trowel to make this for the gluing the wood handles to the piece of the scrap glass using an adhesive epoxy adhesive. Start grinding, mixing the paste with silicone carbonate water. Rub paste in the glass in circular motion. As the grind and grit will loosen the cutting into action, which desire more grit and water. Frequent wash away the sludge to see where you have the missed spots. Once you've the desired ground glass surface is achieved, wash the glass and stand it in an edge to drain dry. When you're installing the ground glass window, make sure the ground surface is on the inside so that they will be less apt to collect dirt. Alright, glass blocks are often used and sealed with a grade solid with the basement's windows against water for the privacy wells of the burglar proof. They also used extensively for Parsons room divisors. Glass blocks, glass bricks installed similar to the brickwork. The blocks are made with the three sizes 8x8, 12x4, and 8x4 inches, all 4-inch blocks. Some of the especially designed with diffuse light. Some are made so with the direct light, but they are available with the transparent with the translucent design. When measuring on a window for the glass blocks, allow for the thickness of the mortar of about 3/8 of an inch per of the block. For example, if you plan with use the 8x8 blocks, consider the measurement on the base of the 8 3/8, and the width of the window still does not accept the exact number of the whole blocks and so the frame around the top of the bottom and the side of the whole blocks will be in cutting glass blocks is not possible for the home handyman. Installing glass blocks using light mortar allow the use of the quarter-pound mortar per block. Glass blocks are made laid up with a height without any special support. However, if the blocks are extended only part of the way, such as the building of the half wall, the tops of the blocks should be covered with a wooden shelf. For external insulation, such as filling the window of the areas, first cover the still areas on which the glass blocks are on the rest of the thick coat with the asphalt roof paint. Next, lay with the expansion strip the heavy felt on each side of the frame. When the asphalt has dried, lay a 3/8 of an inch mortar with the bend on the sill for the first course of the blocks. After the first course has been laid, you may want to install steel and reinforcement bars, extra strength, burglar protection, linger, reinforcement bars on the groove. The lower course laid down with the mortar bed of the second course of the blocks and then continue the way until the entire area of the be covered with glass blocks has been filled with a couple caulking. A caulking compound should be applied to all area of the peripheral of the glass block window. Applied to all surfaces wherever the glass block meet the frame and the original wall areas were filled with the caulking compound should be racked out of the depth of at least 3/8 of an inch. If the jam is part of the insulation, pack of oakum tightly between the glass blocks and the jab, leaving some space for caulking compound. Section 14, brickwork and stonework.